To this breaking news from the Des Moines Register. They just came out with their brand new poll from Iowa showing that President Trump is leading Biden now 50% to 32% among likely voters.
Friends, hello, hope you are well. Let's dig into this map here and really dig into these polls and see what's going on here. I really want to try to make this an unbiased decision. I am trying to make Biden win this election on this map, but polls right now are not lying. It is not looking good for the standing president right now. This is what we're seeing right now with two wars, inflation out of control, rates not changing, housing market on a verge of collapsing, car prices, eggs to bread to people's household goods, from insurance, everything is on the rise and not stopping anytime soon, and people are speaking, and essentially we're seeing a different kind of voter come out right now, but a person not voting on feelings or the look of the candidate, but strictly policy. I don't want to be biased here, but I do want to be real that Trump is ahead in the polls right now, and essentially from Fox to CNN to every news media outlet right now, they are kind of saying the same thing, that Trump is ahead. And obviously it's good for news outlets in general because it's getting, people that don't like Trump, they're clicking on the videos. People that do like Trump, they're clicking on the videos. So it's making money for everyone once again in the general media. Now, we are but 10 days away from the first debate with Joe and Trump. And I have to be honest, like I said, not trying to be biased here, but I don't see an outcome for this debate where Biden is the victor with his speech and formulating sentences from plans to what he's going to do, when Trump is so fast with his speech and already knowing what he's going to say, being really 5 steps ahead of the conversation. So with that, going into this map, I really want to make this map where it looks like Joe would actually win. And I'm finding that very difficult right now. And obviously, I've already got Joe with the states here that are obviously, they're always Democrat. Not always, but they swing more Democrat right now. Obviously, Trump did win some of these states the first round, but these are swing states heavily that could go to Biden. But right now, I have to admit, Trump is up in Pennsylvania and he is up in North Carolina. He's even up in Virginia right now, which is really, really odd and starting to scare a lot of people that are voting for Biden. With that too, this leads the conversation. Where does Robert Kennedy fit into, Robert Kennedy Jr. fit into this conversation? Sadly, I like Kennedy, but he doesn't really fit into this conversation right now unless something were to happen to Biden and Biden were to drop out. But even so, that could be really bad news for Trump because they could replace Biden with, Newsom, Michelle, Obama, or just someone very popular with the Democrats, which there's not too many, honestly, besides those two that I just said. So with that, Trump will obviously be a hard person to beat in this next election, especially when he's rolling out this whole new tax plan that Americans majority of them are loving. So going right here to, let's just say what it looks like right now, it's looking like Trump is winning these states. So obviously he is at 361 when it comes to the point system. He is sweeping the nation and is not looking good for Biden right now. But obviously I'm wanting to try to get Biden to win this. So if we give Biden back, let's say Pennsylvania, which could happen, North Carolina, which could happen, Georgia, always back and forth, never know what's going to happen there. And let's just go ahead and give Biden New York as well, which that's 28 more points. So now we're a little more, even, but still Trump is coming out here with a win. And still, it's not looking good in North Carolina. It's not looking good in Pennsylvania. Now, being very close to this election, there's still some big death blows that potentially could happen here very soon to the Biden administration, more than what's already happened. Biden has the general media and pretty much all of Hollywood on his side, but that's really about it. And very progressive people that have not turned. But the death blows that could happen here sooner than we think are this first debate coming up here, like I said, less than 10 days. So that could be very bad for Biden. Who knows? Trump could say something wrong. He could mess up. but it is very unlikely at this point when he has been so good and precise at these debates here the past few years, even when he's not the president. Second, Trump still has not named a running candidate for his vice president. He has not given too many hints, whether it's male, female, who is it going to be? Now, obviously, I think the biggest death blow that Trump could deliver to the Biden administration right now is if somehow he were to swindle, flip Robert Kennedy Jr. here. That could be a tremendous blow towards the Biden administration. That would absolutely be the nail in the coffin and more than likely make people feel a lot more comfortable voting for Trump that were on the fence for voting for Trump, because obviously it's just another, it's another cleaner vote going towards Trump when it comes to people being undecisive and just not wanting to vote for Joe, that were leaning more towards Kennedy. But still, obviously, there are the people that do not like Kennedy. So I think the biggest thing that could happen, though, that is detrimental towards the Biden administration would obviously be for Kennedy and Trump to gang up together against the Biden administration. Do I think that's going to happen? As of right now, I think it's very unlikely, and Kennedy has said in the past that he would not do that when asked. But that was some time ago, and things do change, especially when he's offered the position. Who knows? Now, talking about Kennedy, I don't see Kennedy taking any of these states. I don't think it's going to happen with anything. I don't think he's going to flip. He's not going to flip anything. It's really never happened in the history of the presidential candidates of, someone being in the middle, like a Ross Perot or something like that. It's never happened. The battle will be between Joe and Trump, no doubt about it. So with that, even like I said, trying to make Biden win here, if we just go ahead and give him these, other states right here and say, hey, we'll even put in, West Virginia right now, still very close, but not getting there right now. But still, it seems just so unlikely that he's going to pull this off right now. I would like to give him Florida, but there's just no way he's going to pull off a Florida win. It's just, there's no way at this point. This up here from North Carolina up to New York City, all the way up to Maine, very possible, but right now the polls are coming out where Trump is in the lead. Like I said, even so, where Trump is in the lead right now, in Virginia, he's leading by a hair, which is not a good sign because that is so unusual even at this moment in time where he should be getting dumped on, and it's just not happening. So friends, the reason this is so important is because, whether you're investing in the stock market, you're wanting to prepare for your future, what could happen, it's still early to say what's going to happen. 10 days from now, when this debate does happen, it could potentially really show what is going to happen here in the next few months. Joe could really fumble here, even so much to where there's talks, conspiracies out there where if Joe does blow this debate, they could overrule him somehow, take him out where they say he can't do this, and they put somebody else in there that could have a shot against Trump. Now, will that happen? I don't think so. I don't know, but hey, weirder things have happened in the past. So, I think this first debate here is really going to show what could possibly happen, and the fact that Trump is still not shown his candidate with him, his vice president VP, is extremely it's his wild card. It is literally it's an ace up his sleeve, and he knows it, and he's going to use it, which the fact that he has not said who it is yet is very, very telltale that it's probably someone very popular, someone very loved, at least by the Republican Party, and a majority of even independent or Democratic people, to where it would please more people than just the Republican voters. So, friends, this is kind of what's going on right now. Like I said, not trying to be biased on this, trying to give this election to Biden the safest and most honest way I can, but polls are not lying. Do your own research. They're out there. They are changing daily, but they're not changing daily in the likelihood that Biden is going to pull off a win. It is not looking favorable. Right now, it is looking like it is going to be a strong sweep of red going across this nation when we have two wars, inflation, rates, food prices, gas prices, everything out of control. This is what the country looks like when it is mad at their leadership, and this is what you're dealing with right now. Friends, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.